This is Distance from Center. I'm Horton.
I'm Trent.
So, Trent, last weekend was the Lake 38 Pro. Tell me about it, my friend. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, incredible. So, like this is one of those. It's one of the newer events. It's been around for a few years, and it keeps gaining a little bit more money and a little bit more traction. It was, I guess, it was a little more loosely attended this year than other years, and I just think it was right on the heels of Masters, and but still the handful of the top players showed up, and like that place always, it produced results.
Right. So the lake has a fantastic reputation for putting on a great event and great conditions. My impression is everybody's a little bit burned out following that crazy run up to Masters, and then
but again, not to draw from the event because as always, there's just especially the men's field, because it's so deep that you take three or four of the top guys out, and it's still jaw dropping.
Right. All right, so women's slalom.
Awesome.
What'd you see, man?
Well, I guess for me, I think the big story is it's like we've already seen this year, at the first two events, or at the first Pro Tour event of the year. It's a precursor to what's to come, and it's this battle between Regina, still wearing a full CTI brace. So the story of Regina coming back from her injury-plagued season last year, versus Whitney coming back from, a catastrophic injury herself at the Worlds last year. So it delivered again. It's this head-to-head sort of punch-up battle. And then the other interesting thing is last year where there was a tournament where 4 women ran into 41, this year it's Manon has been missing in action.
Yeah.
So like there's a huge hole, and Jamie has been preoccupied with other things. So there's another hole. So there's this interesting contingent moving up to fill those spots, and it's Chelsea Mills, who she runs mid 39 almost every round, along with Vanessa Veek, and then Allie Nicholson, she's always there, and then Allie Garcia moving up too. But yeah, there was just a few of the younger skiers missing, and then a few of the top women missing. But again, that Regina Whitney punch up. It's fun to watch.
All right, so let me close out women's slalom with some scores.
Yes.
In the finals, Regina half at 41. Whitney 4:39. Right behind Whitney is Allie at 3.
Allie Nicholson.
And then Allie Nicholson, and then Chelsea Mills 2.5 at 39, and then everybody else in the field did not run 38.
Yep, and then back to like Regina's 39 again. I said it, in a previous episode. She looks comfortable on her equipment, and that makes Regina scary. if you're one of her competitors.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, men's slalom. I don't think there's hardly anybody missing here, right? Who's missing at men's slalom?
Will Asher, John Travers.
Oh,
those are probably
you're right about that.
2 main ones, right? 2 finalists from Masters the weekend before.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but again, like we said, the field is so deep that while you miss seeing those 2 guys, it's still left for an incredible show.
Agreed. So talk to me about that. Well, actually, before we get to the final, it's not often we see anybody but Nate Smith get anything at 43 or 2 at 43. But first round in prelims, Fred Winter run out and got 2 at 43, and then second round I think he got 2 at 41, so it was kind of falling off. And then we get to finals.
Did he run 2 at 43? I
believe so. Yes.
I thought it was more like 1. Pretty sure it was 1.
No, it was 2. It was 2.
Wow. Interesting. But I do vividly remember his 41. Him being Freddie's 41 in the prelims, and again, I mean, you just have to go back a year ago, though. Like, Freddie was knocking these down, and if you go back another year before that, he was knocking him down, approaching regularly. Because there was a lot of on-air commentary about how, it was really, really shocking that Nate wasn't top seed going to the finals. And I just kind of felt like, it's not like we haven't seen that before, though, right? I thought it was a little bit unfair to Freddie. But I think what stood out for me is the men's field is so insane right now, where Freddie was top seed because he ran 41 in the prelims or in the qualifying rounds.
Oh, darn it. By the way, I just double-checked. You're correct. 1 at 43. My mistake.
Yeah, I didn't want to big time.
Darn it. Darn it. I swear I read 2. It's 1. It's 1. I just looked.
Well,
yeah.
I knew that.
Oh, well.
And half the people watching knew that.
I'm
just kidding.
Keep going.
But what I thought was fascinating is the men's field is so good that Coolio, Cole McCormick goes out and runs 3 at 41 in the final. And there was kind of this air of better luck next year, kid, kind of stuff. Yeah. And even Cole himself was kind of like, kind of was what it was. Not good enough this weekend.
It's not, but hold on. Let me just stop you right there. Just a side note. Let me sidebar you. His 1 ball at 41 in the finals, I thought was remarkably insane.
Oh no. Yeah, I know. He didn't look as polished some of the earlier events this year, but right now last weekend he looked just like he did last year, which is insanely good. But whereas
he turned 2 the way, go ahead.
Yeah, but where I was going with that though is this that then Nate goes out and follows him, runs 4, and it was still kind of that feel like, holy crow, the door is open for Freddie, which it arguably was, but it just tells you how good the skiing is. Where 441 was, again, it was kind of like, conciliatory. It was like, not bad. Thanks for trying, kind of thing. And then, Freddie goes out and runs 2.5. So, leaving Cole McCormick in second, which is incredibly exciting because, this is just one of those guys you always want to see ski well. And 4 was enough. But, my point to that is just the skiing level is insane, where 441 was, you're going to kind of have to sit on your hands and wait to see if it's possibly good enough. So exciting tournament. And it's one of those events that's definitely carried by the locals, in terms of sponsorship dollars. And so, it's people like Albertrons that are, really helping push this sport. So, I know the skiers are incredibly thankful for what that crew does, and all of the ski fans that get to watch that event are thankful also.
Yeah, absolutely. Concur with that. Thank you to Keith Albritton for the event. Wrap up. 5th place was Benny Stadelbauer at half at 41. 4th place, Handsome Rob Hazelwood, 2 at 41. 3rd place, 2.5 at 41 for Fred Winter. 2nd place, congratulations to Coolio McCormick, 3 at 41. 1st place, 4 at 41, Nate Smith.
Yep.
And that does bring us to the all-important Pro Tour points. In 1st place with 50 points, we have Regina. In 2nd place with 40 points, we have Whitney. 3rd place with 32 points, Allie Nicholson. And 4th place with 24 points, Chelsea Mills. So this year-long chase kind of it's sort of a new focus, and I think it's really cool. It's kind of building. Back to the men, Hazelwood in 5th with 18 points. Tied for 3rd place with 20 points is Cole McCormick and Will Asher. 2nd place with 32 points is Fred Winter, and 1st place with 50 points is Nate Smith. Now, what's interesting is a bunch of these points tournaments, now we're going to be in Europe, and I think we're going to see little or none of Smith in Europe. So this points change is going to shift around
I didn't know that.
Quite a bit midsummer. Yeah, I don't think he goes to Europe much.
Cool.
So again, it's going to be a whole mix-up, and I think we'll see a lot of Fred and then a lot of T-Gas, and I assume Asher over there. So it's a different mix. It should be a great season to watch.
It's going to be fun. Thanks, John.
All right. Thank you, Trent.